Okay, I have been wanting to take these adorable black and white original vintage postcards and colorize them. So I thought it might be fun to do together because I'd like to use them in this pretty floral journal because it's all about flowers and kids, and I thought it could really be fun. So anyway, I've done two, and I thought I would do two with you guys. So let me show you. This is before. There's that, and here's that. So I did the background so it was kind of like wallpaper, and used watercolor and some markers to do the flowers. And I'm really happy with that. I thought that came out great. This one, because it had a black background, I used white embossing powder. And then I put little polka dots on her dress, and I just thought that was cute too. If I had to do this over again, I might, this is a little stark for me. I might try a different color over that black and see if I could get something a little bit different, and I might still do that over. But anyway, I wanted to show that to you. So then I have these two little gals. I made copies of them, and actually copies of the back, and stuck them together. And so these are the two I want to do now. I'm also going to do a little something like colorize the background as well, just to brighten it up a little bit. These are going to be a little sparkly, like party dresses. So let's start with this little gal here. What I've been doing is taking some vellum, tracing around so I can mask. I thought it would be easier to do it before I start her, since there's nothing on there yet. And I make a mask of what I don't want to colorize in the background, and this vellum seems to be working really well. Yeah, over the years I've gathered some really beautiful postcards from antique vintage shows. I think that looks good. So that's her. I'm going to just go ahead and do this one while I'm at it. Of course, if you don't have vellum, you could use tracing paper. So what the mask will actually be is the two girls. So let's get that cut out. Okay. Now, since I've decided that I'm going to use some of this sparkly stuff on her dress, it takes a while to dry, I think I'm going to do my background first. I have been doing my background last. I think the stencil will hold that down, the stencil I'm going to use to go around her. So see how this is like panels in the background? It's so pretty, isn't it? I'm going to use this stencil over it and have that be like wallpaper on that background. Put the mask over it and just stabilize this a little bit. I'm going to use glaze with embossing. I'm just going to put that down there so that it doesn't move, and that's going to go over. We got our glazing brush, our distress glaze, and then I think I might be using speckled egg on this. And of course, the nice thing about distress glaze is that you can see through it. That's what I love about this process, because even though we're doing a light color over something, you still can see those wood panels back there. So let's just go ahead and try to hold everything in place. Just lightly go over this. This really isn't too much of a repeatable pattern, I don't think, so I'm just going to bring this over here like this and do the best I can with repeating that pattern. Okay, there we go. Let's see how we did. Take that mask off. Oh, cool. It definitely gave a pattern on there, like a wallpaper, which I think is cool. Okay, let's do the background on this, and then that can cool off. So we have this little gal with her mask, and I'll use a different stencil. I think we'll just use this one. All right, so I have antique linen, and I also have this. It's this blue, like a marine luster. That might be pretty. I don't know if it'll be too much. We're experimenting, so let's go for it. Oh, I did that again. I put that down without my sheet. If anything's gonna show up on there, that will. So All right, and this is a repeatable pattern, so I can use that to match that up. Let me do it down the side anyway with this. Let me see if she's got any goop on her. She looks pretty good. A little bit in her hair right there. I mean, this is definitely fussy, I know, but again, it's one of those things that I think is worth it. A little bit on her arm, but the rest looks good. We'll see. I just remember this being shimmery. I haven't used it for a long time, but as I said, she's going to have a party dress on, so it might be perfect. I like that. Can you guys see it? That is fun. Oh, yeah. Very, very fun. Okay, let's get these two gals in some party dresses. See what we think, right? We'll use a combination of watercolor. I'm going to just use my water brush. I like that for the ease of it, I think. I do have other skinny brushes over here and some different brushes, but I think I am going to just use this. So I have this really fun stuff. It's called Folk Art Glitterific. And it's kind of like glitter with glue in it, you know? So I want to put a couple of these on their dresses just to make it like a fun party dress. So with her little ruffles, let's do her first. We're going to use this color. Let's do some flowers first. Do some of the leaves. And again, when I did this yesterday, it's really hard to see the leaves because these are so small. So what I basically went in and did was I'm just adding a little color, but you really can't see where the leaves are. We just want to get a hint of green in there, get some pretty color onto those flowers. Ooh, that's dark. Let's bring some of that over here. Just spread that around. That's what I really like about watercolor, is you can move it around and you still see that detail behind it. That's what I love about it. Okay, nice, cute. So far so good. So on her dress, let's see what we can do with a really pretty pink. Got this pink. I just want to add a little bit. I'm adding a little water as I do this. Let's add a little bit of this just to see. It actually has a little bit more purple in it than I realized. All right, well, let's do a little blue. Blue and red makes purple, right? Let's try. It's not bad. Let's see. I think what we need to do is just get right into this and see what this looks like. Ooh, yeah, let's just give that a good stir. She's in her sparkly little party dress. The issue is it's just kind of hard to control where the sparkles go. Okay, and then this layer here, I really would like it to be a little bit more pretty pink. Let me see if maybe one of these markers over here. Well, that's bright. Let's see what this one looks like. It's a little bit more of what I was thinking of, actually. Maybe let's do her sash with this. It looks like this right here might be a couple of roses, which we'll do in a different color. Let's try this. Ooh, okay. I'm going to do this in her hair. She's got a little bow up there. Let's just see what this looks like. All right, let's give it a whirl. All right, and then let's do something a little bit lighter up on top, up here, her shirt. Okay, that's cute. All right, last thing I want to do with her is give her a little bit more sparkle on that skirt. See if I can add a little sparkle in that bow in her hair. And then that rose in the middle there is a little interesting, like I need to fix that somehow. Maybe if we do a little bit here. She's just got some little roses on her dress. And then add a little bit of that light pink. Yeah, that's better. That is better. The only last thing I might do is give her hair a little bit of color. And what about those shoes? Well, let's let her dry a little bit. Oh, she's cute. Let's let her dry. We'll work on this one. Let's do again some green. Do some green stems. Yeah, so again, you can't really see the stems or leaves, so I just put green in where I thought it would work. I was going to do red, and then I decided that those looked like for Cynthia's, so I went with yellow. And I'm really happy I did. I think it was the perfect thing to do, especially with the blue party dress and everything. I put some in her hair, and I'm just doing a voiceover of this part just to make it a little bit shorter. So I wanted to put that sash in right away. And her dress isn't as split up as the other gals, so it was a little bit not more challenging, but different. So I was going to put the sparkle right on, and I decided to do a little blue base, like a light blue base on there, just to get some color underneath that sparkle. I love this process. It's really fun. Again, I think always better to go in a little bit lighter and add darker. And here we go. Just adding in some of this. It's pretty gloppy. I don't know. I mean, I've had it for about a year, but I think I remember that being pretty gloppy when I first opened it up too. It's just the nature of it. It's basically like glue with sparkles in it. But I knew that when that dried, a lot of that gloppiness would, flatten out, and it did. So I went back in and added a little bit more sparkles to that crown of flowers, and I thought that was cute. I mean, I equally like the black and white original too. I think they're very pretty, but I've been wanting to try this for a while and really do it up, and I think they came out good. I love it. I hope you guys do too, and you'll give it a try. All right, so I just wanted to show you before I got started, because what I want to do in addition to those pretty vintage postcards is just make a little bit of what's going to hold this beautiful ephemera today. So I want to show you this. This on this side is part of the Cara Brandon Floral Junk Journal kit. Beautiful tags and an envelope that I actually made out of one of her journal pages. But just gorgeous tags, some fun bingo pages and things like that. And I'll be incorporating this on the front of pockets and on the front of tuck spaces and all of that. And on this side, these are part of the PixsyDustFiles Tattered Antique Journal kit from that. And so these are these amazing like seed packets. They're so beautiful, these antique seed packets, and some little white tags, and also just some journal card type things that I've put a back on them so they can be journal spaces. But anyway, we're just going to put this over to the side right now so I have some room. So I just wanted to go through quickly and see if I have anything that would go with this journal. Like that surely would. These are going to go because I've got one of those on the front, and then I made these really cute little paper packs. I think I'll take that one out. And then I'm just going to pull out a few journal cards. Let's see what we have that would go with this. So I'm thinking about making pockets and tuck spaces and things like that. I harvested some of these beautiful botanicals out of my botanical book, and I would like to use some of these. As I said before, I used a couple when I made my journal. They're very thick, nice pages. Okay, so I'm doing another voiceover. Yeah, this process takes a while. And I think I may do voiceovers for some of my, especially when I'm trying to make a journal and a video at the same time. Instead of playing music, let me know in the comments if you prefer me talking. Anyway, I have an idea for this. I want to put slits in that page and have it be like a multi-pocket holder. I've done this one other time. It was a while back, and I kind of have to rack my brain to remember how I did it. But just putting a collage strip across the top of that now. And then I was trying to think of what kind of paper I could use, and I remembered this Elizabeth Craft Design Harmonious Hodgepodge, especially this green and pink stripe one in particular. It's very strong scrap paper, and it will be perfect for this. I also found those little straps, like collage strips, that I'll use. So I'm just figuring out the dimensions, and I thought I'll just put 2 on the page. So they're about maybe a little less than 1 inch wide by about 4 inches long. And the way I did this was, we're just going to put some corners on these. But when you see slits, like die cuts with these, they usually have like a little circle in the corner. And that's how I had done it last time. So I took my hole punch and put a hole in each end. And then just took a straight edge and a razor knife and cut that slit. I remembered that last time I did this, I made it a little bit wider. So I went back and did that after I remembered that. Kind of inked them up first, and I thought, yeah, I think I do remember making that a little bit wider. So I just took a tiny bit, maybe like 1/8 of a millimeter more out of the center of those. And then I wanted to add something to that beautiful page and thought I'm just going to do a really light script stamp over it. So I used this, I think it's called Dove Gray Archival ink. And I just wanted a little background to break up that cream color. And was so happy with how that came out. So yeah, these book pages are just so useful. The botanical book pages, I love using them. So what you do is you glue these on, and then we'll go back in and do the same punch holes and slits through the book page. I have a die cut from Elizabeth Craft Design with a much smaller little slit opening, but I couldn't dig it out, and I had done this before with some scrapbook paper and thought, I'm going to try it. So there we go, just putting in the same holes, and again, just cutting out that center strip, following the same lines, of course. Yeah. I kind of was thinking as I was doing this, why don't I go ahead and just put these in the journal as I make them instead of stockpiling them somewhere. I mean, you've got it in your hand, you're looking at it, you're thinking about it. So that's what I did. I think I might have made a total of 6 things for the rest of this video. And let's see. Yeah, I thought that would go really nice on that pink ticking page there. So when you glue this, you have to glue a bottom for that first pocket. So just put some glue across right there, depending on how deep you want it. And I guess that was the end of that one. So I made a little tuck spot out of one of the other pages, sewed around it. I definitely abbreviated these guys because I needed to just keep moving along, or it would have been like a 3-hour video. I thought that was really nice. So just adding a couple elements here, and then I made that little pocket there on the left with another one of the book pages. So I just wanted to add a little stamp to that. And I was looking for something to go up on that pink page, but I couldn't find the right thing, so I just glued that on, and I'll come back to that. But when you're doing something like this, there's, as you know, a lot of you that are watching this make journals and do this type of paper craft. And to get into that creative space, it takes a little bit of time. So when you're taping, you almost have to forget that there's a video rolling. That's how I am anyway. Let me know in the comments if you're like that too. If not, it really kind of cramps my creativity. So that's why I decided just keep working, and then I can, do a voiceover. And I think for me, that might almost be a better way forward, unless I'm just doing something short and something very direct. And but this is kind of makes more sense for me, so I don't feel it's kind of a weird thing, guys. Even though no one's here in the room with you, when you're making a video, it's almost like you're self-conscious, instead of really just creating and thinking about what you're doing. And so I had this, and it was big and beautiful, and I didn't feel like folding it. So I just decided to make a journal card out of it. I may or may not just put some plain white paper on the back of that, so it's a little bit better for journaling. But it is, it's just got those polka dots on it. I think you could probably write on that. So I fold down the top, and I just thought that was really pretty. That'll make a really nice card. Put one of those whale tails on the top. And this was fun. I was super happy to be able to use all these botanical pages I had taken out of that book. And then I decided, I think we need to add a little something to this. So I took this Iron Orchid Design script stamp with some graphite archival ink and just gave it a little stamp across it. And because those pages are shiny, it takes a little time to dry, so you have to be careful not to smudge that after you stamp it. Oh, I found this. It said, "Don't forget to fly." And I thought that was really a cute little sentiment. So I made that little tuck spot. I flipped by it really quick. Now I have this page, and I have a fussy cut flower, and I thought, well, we could put that on some vellum, and that would be really pretty over that botanical print because you'll still see it. So I decided to stamp on the vellum, use some of the graphite. Yeah, I got out my decal cutter and just decided to give this a little decal cut, just so it would be, sometimes vellum can kind of tear funny, and I'm like, I just want to do it like this. So got that glued on. I put a little bit of gold washi across the top. And then when I went to put it back on that botanical page, I was like, no, that doesn't really do that any justice. So I was trying to find a better place for it. And then I thought, let's put some paper underneath that and give it a little writing space, since that's just a ledger under there. So I just cut up a little bit of coffee stained paper and made a little paper pad to go underneath that. Okay, I thought it would be fun to circle back to these pretty cards add a little embellishment and then put them in the journal, right? I redid this one. That other background was kind of making me crazy, and I like it. I really like that. Yeah, let's just go ahead. I have some sentiments. I have some fun little things. Let's do the sentiments first and do that. I saw a couple here that I thought were cute. These are cute. They're Tim Holtz, and it's kind of like a story. You know, it says, but some of them, oh, that friendship one is pretty. I like that. I'm going to take that because that might be nice for those guys. Today is full of possibilities. You can never have too much happy. That's cute. I wanted something about these beautiful little guys just like shining, you know. I've seen it, but I must have already used it. This is nice. Just be your beautiful self. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. Boy, is that the truth. I wonder if that would go in here. I was thinking about something like that if I split it up. I think it might. We might have enough. You are capable of becoming more than you realize. Oh, here it is. Darling, you are a work of art. There we go. I've got some choices anyway. Let's just do this one first because I know I want that on here. Yes, I do. So will that go in between here is the question. The one on top and one on the bottom. Well, we won't find out till we try it, right? A little bit off of this side. Now, I'm not going to put anything under that because I think that's fine. It's just for the ones that are dark. I thought I should put a little something light under there. A little extra glue on here. So what fun you can have with these postcards. Oh, so what I wanted to say was when you go to some of these shows, the cool thing about people that sell these, oh, I think, yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to split that up a little more. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Are very organized. They have everything by, they're itemized by state and theme, and so it's easy. They'll have a whole file thing on children, so it is sort of easy, and it's really fun to flip through these. That one's done. This little gal, be your beautiful self. That's gonna go right on. Oh, so that had that it had a birthday wish up there, so I think I am going to put a little something up there. We're going to get this done, you guys. I'm okay if that's not inked. I found that sometimes when you have something little like that and you ink it, it really makes it, I don't know, I don't like it. It makes it a little dirty looking, I think. I will do the outside of this. I just didn't want to do the little white. Be your beautiful self. There's nobody else like you in the whole wide world. Yep, so that looks good. I like that. Let's go ahead and put one in here too. I think I'll do the dangle on this side because there's a little bit more room. Next, darling, you are a work of art. Oh, I love it. And then I'm just gonna, oh, I actually did a straight line. That's nice. I think I'm gonna move this over too and put my little dangle on the right. And last, what do we have for him? Oh, yes. You are capable of becoming more than you realize. Oh, I love that. And you know what? I think this is fine on there. I'm going to cut it at becoming. Oh, I love this. It's so encouraging. This would actually be a good little graduation thing for somebody. It's going across his legs, but I think it's okay. There we go. We got sayings. We're going to put some rivets in. I got a couple little dangles up there, and then we are going to put these in the journal. I'm excited. Okay. Oh, I left one of those out. So I got these little dangles and a couple little things that I just thought would be fun to assemble on these, and just to make them a little extra special. Let's start with this one. we just need to do a tiny bit of stamping on these. So 2 are going to get these little coffee dyed tags, and 2 are going to get these. And then I've got those other little fun things to go on. Here's a ticket. That's a cute little ticket. Put that right on there. This is this side up. Yeah, that's a great stamp. Now, let's see, for round, I think we're just going to do a postmark. Keeping it simple. Fine. And let's see. This one is good for a round one, too. Yeah, great. Look at that. We're getting her done, aren't we? Let's do that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one first. I thought this was cute to go on there. So we've got that. Maybe we'll put that. I'm kind of like in the dark with that. And then I've got these cool little ball and chain. And then I have these also. They've got little tiny color on them. So let me see which one that was going to be for her. We are good. This just needs to be made shorter, but I think that might just get tied on. This is a little fussy, but we're getting her done. Just tie a knot. Simple, simple. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's cute. Love it. Okay. Be your little beautiful self. She has a little pretty pink tag. She might get, I think she's going to get this one. Okay, number 2 done. Let's put that right like that. Number 3. We have this cute little yellow measuring stick to go with my first Cynthia's. I was so excited about that. He'll get the ticket. She's going to get this. Yep. Last. And you know what? Maybe I'll just tie this onto here. We did it. Okay, let's look at these guys. Come on. What I wanted to do is so fun, is do the before and after. Okay, so here we go. And as I said in the video, I like the befores too, don't get me wrong. So these are the original postcards. Cute, right? Love. Okay, next. I'm so glad I did that one over. Before and after. The little party girl one could be my favorite. I don't know, I just love her little party dress. Be your beautiful self. And then this little gal with the, for Cynthia's, darling, you are a work of art. Oh. Let's get these guys in this journal. We made some fun elements for the journal. I don't know what I'll be doing next time when I come on. You know what I need? I need clusters. He might go there. Maybe not. I've got pockets. I do have pockets. Kind of interesting. Just playing. Got to see where, oh, this too is nice. But my pot, here's one. Okay, here's one of my pockets. Oh, look how nice. That will be perfect in there. Yep. This is nice too. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Let me just see if there's a better place. Yeah, let's put one of the other ones in there. We'll put our little gentleman in here. Look at that. You have a beautiful little spot. Oh, and then where's the one I put in that tuck space? I'm already moving things around. I'm so funny. Oh, it was here in the bag. Okay, yeah, very nice. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your beautiful comments and your likes and everything else. If you like my videos, subscribe. And I'm going to keep going, guys. I'm going to keep going. Love you. Bye.